Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to be looking at some mines that will help protect your base. These can be really useful if you're trying to protect your base. Not many people use mines, but I've come up with 5 designs that could be pretty useful. So let's hop into it. Our first one we have, I'm sorry if I put blocks in these, I was just afraid I was going to explode them, but our number 1 mine is a very simple pressure plate with TNT. Pretty straightforward. It's the cheapest design, but the most ineffective design. People clearly know that there's a red block under it. But will they be scared of it? Yes. Still TNT. Still pretty explosive. Just pretty much you can you'll know that's TNT and not anything else. No surprises. This design is the exact same thing except a block over it. So they don't know what's coming to them. They don't know if it's TNT or something else. A lot of effective players use break the pressure plate, so that pretty much is what, yeah. So if you can just break the pressure plate for most of these mines, and that's one thing that people do. I have one mine that doesn't work, but anyway, these are pretty much the cheapest. You don't have to use iron blocks. You can use any block. It can't be obsidian, but that's pretty expensive. You can use like dirt, probably, and grass to hide it. Of course, all the pressure plates would be visible. Next, we have these are floating mines. They're pretty trappy, a little inexpensive, but you kind of need a pickaxe. So how this works is that if you dig a hole, let's say this is a minefield, and what you gotta do is you gotta put TNT, a pressure plate, then probably it has to be a falling block. Concrete powder or anything else will do. Return to daytime. So what you gotta do is you put TNT, sand block, or any other type of falling block, and then pressure plate. What this will do, let's say they're walking, fall into it, they'll fall down with the TNT, and pretty much explode in a hole. Pretty bad, I gotta say. And like, the nice thing about this mine is that if you have like a lot of mines in like one minefield and you press the one mine, it will all explode. This one, if you have like a round, it will just explode in the bottom, making sure that no other mines on the top will explode. That's a pretty good benefit, and it actually doesn't cost that much. You just require like the mine down. That is that. Also, at the end, we'll be testing all these mines for destruction things. So next we have the probably most expensive, but probably best mine yet. This is the observer mine. You need observers for this. What I can do is, so I told you about pressure plate breaking. Well, this one will activate even if you break the pressure plate. So it's either that you step on it or you break it because it's observer. And if you press it, it'll explode. If you break the pressure plate, it will sense that and then give an output to the TNT saying to explode, and it'll explode. Pretty much you just have to pass by it unless you like dig it. But like if you're like defending a fortress and you really need some kind of, then you probably being bowed at, and pretty scary. So you probably just break the pressure plate, just try and get closer. But that's the observer mine. As I said, it's the most expensive out of all these. So yeah. The next mine is it's a very different type of mine. It's not actually really a mine, but it kind of is. It's like an air mine. An air mine pretty much so let's say they find out you design that if you break the pressure plate, that will go off. So they decide, oh, I'll just build in the air. Well, this one will, so if you press this button, it's just a simple firework. How can a simple firework be so effective? Oh, people bridging like that. So if we press it, and you see that white part, so right here where the rocket exploded. So if you didn't know, rockets actually do damage if you're close to them. Meaning that if you were bridging, let's say there, this mine would actually be activated by a player in the fortress. So if you press the button, let's say it goes off, it comes towards you, it hits you while you're bridging. It would do damage to you, meaning that you would probably get pushed off your bridge and into the minefield. So, like, if you wanted to, the best option is to have all these mines pretty much in mixed up order. So you could have like different types of mines. So it'll kind of be confusing to the player which mine you're using. So it'll be pretty effective, I guess. One bad thing about this is that different types of levels. As you can see, the firework goes pretty high. So what I would recommend is putting this at like different levels. So like maybe we have this at ground level, then you have one like 5 blocks below one, and then because then they can do different range of where the guy's building. Estimate where the building is, and you can fire the one that's actually at level. But I mean, he'll just step in the minefield and get wrecked. Definitely, if you step in the minefield, you're probably gonna get killed because there's like a lot of mines everywhere. Last but not least, this is called the pretty much. It's a mine where like it's pretty much just for the rest of the mine. It's like a above ground mine. What this mine is meant to do is to scare people. So let's say you step on it, TNT will go on top of the pressure plate. You see the TNT, you're like, uh-oh, I'm gonna die. So then you just start running, but then you're like in the middle of a minefield, so you would probably mistake and just start blowing up, activating other mines, and like, cause you're like super scared. That is what this is for. Also, pretty much, yeah, it's just to scare people and try to make them go to other mines. So pretty much it's supposed to lose their focus. That's exactly what it does. So let's go test these out. I have some test areas over here. You can see over here some test areas. We have 6 of them. First, we're gonna try out the this mine. Pressing it. All right, it goes off. Let's see the damage. This is damage, pretty severe, I gotta say. Yeah. Well, actually, we're actually gonna do it this way because this one is actually gonna be in the ground. Sorry, me. All right, we place a block. Step on it. As you can see, pretty like if you go up here, I would say this one does more damage. It would feel above ground. Surprisingly, this one had more. So actually, since we'll give that guy a second chance. We'll go up here, get it. We'll compare these two. That one's pretty big. I gotta say this one did more damage, I think. Definitely has a little bit of area around it from the hole. This one's pretty big, I gotta say, so it depends what you're going for. Area or whatever. Yeah, pretty devastating. Next we're gonna go over the ground mine. We'll see how much damage that does. We already tried that, but we're gonna go a little deeper this time and see what we get. So go down. We'll have the next one about this is that you can't actually escape from the mine, making it pretty deadly. Alright. We walk up to it, we step on it, we wait. He can't escape. He goes pretty deadly, I say. He made a pretty big, decent hole. We can ton a lot of blocks here. And I was a few feet down. He could never pretty much escape. It's only about a few seconds before, and you're probably gonna be confused a little bit. But that's the mine. Next, now as I said, the observer mine is the most expensive. Also, it's probably the hardest to place since you don't want to blow yourself up. Here's a step-by-step process how you're gonna do it because it's pretty hard to do. So unless you're a pretty good pro, don't actually use these mines because these are kind of hard to build. So you never place your TNT at the end. What you gotta do is you gotta dig down, place the observer, get out of the hole. I'm sorry, it's black. See, we have this layout right here, block right there. Don't place your TNT yet. Place the pressure plate. Then finally, after you're done with that, place the TNT. and then that's it. Now, just to make sure, we'll place one right here. We'll do the exact same process, just so guys, so I can show you the difference. I can show you that either breaking or placing the pressure, walking the pressure plate will do the. So, this is just a regular mine. As you can see, it blows up because you stepped on it. Then made a pretty good hole. And then we go to this mine. Let's say, pressure plate, break it. As you can see, they're like, just observe it. But then, of course, it blows up. So, whatever you do, it'll break anyway. Then next up, we have the air mine. So, we're going to actually place a creeper. So, we're going to get a dispenser, fireworks. You probably have it like right here. Place fireworks in it. It has to be ones with blast. So, the only firework rockets you actually can't use is elytra ones, which are the first ones. These are, see, this one doesn't actually have really anything. You need ones that actually that have a blast to it. You can test those out. Change it back to day. You'll probably need some kind of activation device. I'll just use a button, but you're probably gonna use this long range. So we're gonna test the blast out. It's about to here. So we'll have a test creeper for this. We'll make exact range because pretty precise. Done. Alright, a little lower. Then we'll place the creeper down. Creeper, place it down. Let's see how effective this is. Alright, creeper must fall. If you place it. Oh, that was pretty, that didn't work. We'll try again. Place the creeper. He's building right now. We press the rocket. And we're actually a little low. I'm confused. Alright. Put it a little low. I'm sorry, guys. But we do that. Whoa. I think that actually firework rocket actually goes different levels, I believe. So that's why it's not working. So actually helps. And then he falls. So actually, I didn't know this, but the firework actually goes in different levels, I guess. Meaning that so you don't you might actually not have to do you might not have to do like the dispensers at like one there and like one over here like that, because it just do random. I didn't actually know that, so that's a benefit. As you can see, the creeper gets knocked down. If you have the other mines around, boom. Now let's see how scary this trick mine is. Something bad about this using mines is that don't place mines right next to each other. Otherwise, you're gonna explode. Don't place them right next to it. Because if one activates one, then all the mines gonna go off. Which might help you, but also if you want to keep mines like, all right, we press in it. We go, yeah. So don't place them near you. Actually, not much ground was destructed, but it was mostly the player. So yeah, one nice thing about this one is that instead of the TNT being below you, it's pretty much at your level, making it way more destructive. It has way more area to it, making it that you get a lot of push if you're near it. Like so you're running away, it explodes and you get a lot of push, maybe sending you other mines. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. If you want to see more Minecraft, just like subscribe. I'm pretty thankful that we're at 11 subscribers. Let's try to get to maybe after the let's see, maybe let's accidentally pressed that. Let's try to get to like let's try to get to 15 subscribers at the end of January. I know that's a few more days, but I think we can do it. 15 subscribers, guys. Can we get it? I don't know, but also check out Nobody Won and yeah, Nobody Won, Nobody 2 for some skateboarding videos. I think they're pretty good. Sweet. I actually filmed one. He gives me credit. But you know, thanks guys so much, and see you in the next video. Bye.